Hey crew, this is Tyler from the Rhinestone world. I'm here to show you how to set the Graphtec cutter in a stand. Got a cutter here in the box, stand right behind us. We're going to go ahead and get to it, y'all. First things first, guys, we're going to unpack everything. Just lay out all your pieces first. You got instructions that come with this too, just in case. That's about it. And we're going to lay everything out for you so you can see all of our pieces. Very cool. This little box is your screws. Okay? Rip that open. Screws are right in here, along with your tools as well. Okay? Okay, so it looks like we have everything laid out here. We have our feet for the stand to balance on. The legs to hold it up, and then also a middle brace for stability, and then the framework to hold your cutter as well as spool out the actual vinyl. All right, crew, to start off with, we have our bag of screws. Okay, the white screws are going to attach the actual cutter to the frame. The rest of the screws are going to screw the frame together. And these are our vinyl adjusters. They go on our vinyl holder, and you'll see later on in the video, to actually help the vinyl spool out straight. And then we have our Allen wrench that came with the kit as well. First things first, let's get these feet going. Okay. Notice we have a thicker groove right here and a not so thick groove. We want the thicker groove towards the inside. Okay. So, get two of our screws out. Twist by hand until you can't anymore, and then use your Allen wrench. Okay. So that's one of our legs right there. Okay, I'm going to sit it down here for right now. And our other leg. And do the same thing we did for the other leg. Obviously make sure this big groove is towards the inside once again. Once again, use your Allen wrench to finish tightening it. And these are your two legs now. Now we just need the middle beam to go through across. We'll do that right now. So crew, whenever we have our legs put together, we have this little Allen wrench right under these two screws. It's kind of like a support for your middle beam. And the way to tell it's on there right, not upside down, you have this little hole right down the bottom that's supposed to be against the leg. Okay? And obviously make sure you have this thicker groove, as you can see here in the film. Thicker groove right here. You want that towards the inside. So right now I would be on the back side of the cutter. Okay? So we're going to get to screwing the actual center beam in here. Help you. You have two more of your non-white screws. Alright? Okay. Now the easiest way, because you can tell there's holes right in here that the fittings go in. So first, we have to put it on the Allen wrench. And once you get in there, go ahead and tighten it up. Make sure the bottom one is lined up before you tighten it all the way. And get your second screw on there. And go ahead and tighten those up as well. And now onto the next side, get two more screws. Remember, the non-white. And set it right down that Allen wrench. I'm sorry, the Allen bolt that's going to hold it up there for you. And same thing as last side. Last one right here. Okay, and now we're going to move to the top part. Alright, so next thing's next, we'll put on our vinyl spooler. You can see the grooves that these poles are going to fit in, they need to be upright. Okay, so this one's going to go right over here. Just line up the screw holes, and you can see them right there. Alright, and go ahead and grab your screws. And you start feeding them in there with your fingers. It's going to be 2 for each side. And finish the job up with your Allen wrench. Make sure they're nice and tight. Okay. On to the next one. And once again, line up your screw holes. And grab your last 2 screws. There shouldn't be any extras in the packet. And last one. Okay, tighten these up, and then we're all ready to put our cutter on. And now you'll see these 4 holes. You got 2 here and 2 here. We're going to set the cutter on top and come from the underside, and then we're going to use these white screws to attach it to the frame. All right, crew, here's our Graphtec cutter, the CE6000-60, 24-inch wide cutter. Okay, we already unpackaged it with all our blue tape and our foam. Just take that all off. One more thing, there's a little plastic piece right here. Make sure you go ahead and take that out so you can start cutting. Now this cutter is going to go on these stands. You see the little prongs right here? They will go up into the base of the cutter. I'm going to go ahead and lift this guy up and bring it all the way down here. And it helps it get down and line it up. Okay, that's on there good. Alright, crew, here's where the white screws come into play. See the white tip? Right under here, got our screw holes. And they drill it right into the base of the cutter. Righty-tighty, tighten those boys up. And there's one on the back side back here as well. And just tighten those by hand. You don't need to use your Allen wrench or anything. Okay. Alrighty, for the left side now. Once again, screw holes, line them up, and tighten it. Get them up in there. And last but not least, our back screw hole. And we're good to go. Alright. Alright, crew, now we have our 2 roller rods. Okay. And we have the fittings for them as well to keep our rollers all in there. So, go ahead and place them on there. I'm going to put one on the closest to the cutter between this little notch and this little notch. Slide it right in there. And on the furthest one as well. Now notice, these are locked. Okay? So, I'm going to unscrew these screws right here. Alright. And one more. Just so I can slide it on this pole. And those will go on the closest pole towards the cutter. Okay. And like I said, these are locked, so we'll show you a side view. Alright. Notice we have these little grooves and these little notches. That's why it's not spinning. I'm going to try to move these. If I pull these off, set them aside for a second. And if I lift this up and move it out, now watch. Come back in the grooves, like I said. For this one, and now they roll. And that's how you want it for when your vinyl's in there to spool out. Alright, crew, and that's how we set up our Graphtec CE6000-60 24-inch wide cutter with the stand and the cutter attached. I'm Tyler, y'all have a good one.